Recently, I've been working on a special project. These are my bipolar geometry Tesla coils. They're absolutely beautiful. They're covered in beautiful epoxy. They're run by a ZVS driver with no ground and an adjustable capacitor bank. This will allow us to change the frequency and amplitude at will. All three bipolar Tesla coils work on the same number one winding, 14 AWG solid copper wire with shielding. The sparks are absolutely beautiful. We can get a ton of power out of this, and these are at minimal tuning levels right here. You can see each one puts out plasma without a problem in DC. Now that we know all three of these work, let's move on to how we actually built them. We first must come up with a concept in our CAD works. Then we must make it to an STL file and print it out. This is our peanut coil being printed out. As you can see, we use no extra supports and it comes out just fine. It's able to wrap perfectly. We use the raft in order to hold it to the bed so that the fins themselves adhere properly without any distortion. We did run the printer a little hot, so we got an extra little PLA here that needs to be cleaned off. This right here is our round Tesla coil. Again, the fins look nice and clean. They came out good. On the ends as well, we ran a little hot, so we got a little bit of action there we weren't supposed to get. You'll just have to sand those things off or reprint if you want. I decided to go ahead and sand them off. As you can see, it came out perfectly round without support. This is our Utron coil. It's the first one I ever did, and it is rough. I had a lot of unwanted artifacts on this, and it took a little while to sand them all out. I started with 220 sandpaper. I moved on to a file. I actually took a hacksaw blade in between each fin and made sure that it was cleared out for the winding. When you go to wind these, it's a bipolar Tesla coil, so it winds from one end to the next. There's no big secret there. You see the openness right there? That's for crossover. If it's not wide enough, it makes it very difficult to cross it over. We follow the exact same process for the spherical Tesla coil as well. And for the peanut Tesla coil, as you can see, we're starting to wind it here. I want to thank my good friend Sean Calderon for sending me this winding machine. It worked out perfect for this job. You have to go a little slower every time you wind something like this. Just take your time and get it right. This is 28 gauge wire that I used on all three of the bipolar Tesla coils. It goes on fairly easy. The space in between is 1 millimeter. The space for the opening so that you can cross over is 1 millimeter as well. With that said, everything goes in pretty easy and winds up. Again, it takes quite a while to get this right, so just take your time. You could see me with my old lady glasses on right there in the corner. Sometimes with these little wires and these little spots, you get old. It takes a while to see them right. So good thing my wife lent me those. It worked out really well. Let's move on to the glaze coat that I put on this. It's a 1-to-1 epoxy that I got on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description for it. It went on fairly easy. It has a 1 hour cure time. I want you to notice the center how it bubbles in there and it all flows to it. All you have to do here is you take your little stick and you move it back down to the outsides. Every time it bubbles up in the center, you have to move it back to the outsides. For the peanut coil, I didn't think it was red enough, so I added some red dye to the epoxy itself. It was fairly easy process. You just added the dye, put it in there, and mix it up when the times they tell you. This is the first coat going on. I generally put on one coat just to get it in between the windings. Then I let it run for a little bit. And about 45 minutes in, I add the glaze coat on the outside. They're mixed all at the same time, But when you add it later, you're not fighting the mix going to the center like I did on the first one. It'll balance out a lot better overall. The green one here, we use green dye to make it look a little greener, and you can see the color and it's brilliant. You can see on the rod that I had pinned the Tesla coil to it. This makes it really stable for rotation. The motor is a geared motor, so it moves fairly slowly. This helps in the epoxy process. If you move it any faster than what you have right here, it'll start to move the epoxy super fast and ruin the entire process. Just go slow and it'll work out. As you can see on the Utron coil, I went a little faster. I didn't save some of the epoxy for the very end like I did the other two, and it's a noticeable difference. You can see that there's less epoxy on the outside. The coil itself still works perfectly fine. It's just the finish of it doesn't have that perfect glaze coat like I want it to. A final step that you could do when you're all done with the epoxy work is put in these insets right here. You actually have to solder the outside of the inset on the very top, then push it into the PLA. Then you're going to take your wire, make it bare, wrap it around the inset on the very top where you soldered it, and then solder that in. Then you're able to put whatever post you want in this and get it to spark. Now that you've seen the process of how all these bipolar Tesla coils are put together, it's time to do the exciting part. Let's make some sparks and some plasma. For those of you who are interested in building Tesla coils like this, I will leave a link in the description for my Thingiverse account where you will find all the STLs that you will need to make this build. I will also write a detailed list in the description of all the parts you need. With that said, here's some sparks and have some fun. Oh, oh yeah, baby. Absolutely awesome. Oh, look at that power. This is my sphere Tesla coil. I'm going to show you. This is awesome. It's bipolar. That's just awesome, baby. So awesome. I have my Utron Tesla coil, and it's now time to make some plasma out of this. Ooh, baby. Love it. As you can tell, I get pretty excited every time the plasma works. With that said, if you guys are interested in any of the ZVSs or capacitor banks or any Tesla coil, please visit my shop on Shopify or on my Esty account, and you can purchase any one of these items on there. Thank you very much, and have yourself a great day.